Hi there, it's Paula here. I wanted to make you this quick video today to first of all congratulate you for applying for the Transformational Parenting Program. And I also want to let you know what steps you can take already today to start shifting things from surviving to thriving, to start becoming that influential, empowering, loving, and compassionate leader in your family who is living a vision-driven life and is developing exceptional relationships with your kids so that there can be more peace and harmony, more connection, more playfulness and joy. That's what it's all about. That is my desire for you. The thing is that for the past 20 years, I've been working with kids and families. And I have noticed how much kids and parents just struggle, how the relationship is really conflicted, and how at the end of the night, parents end up going to bed feeling guilty and feeling like, what did I do wrong? And kids go to bed feeling like they're not important. They're feeling lonely and misunderstood. It's a lose-lose scenario. So it is my commitment to shift and change that. And I'm so happy that you found my program so you too can start making those changes in your family. And the framework that I use is super simple. It's something that I developed myself. It's something that is time-tested and proven, a methodology that I designed based on all my experience and my knowledge working with kids and families for a long time. So the framework is called Transformational Parenting Framework. It's based on the principles of leadership. And the way that works is that, first of all, we create a vision. Because without that vision, parents and families are feeling confused, at a loss, feeling stuck, not knowing what to do. And most of all, it's that feeling like everybody's just pulling different directions and nobody's playing on the same team. Everybody's on different pages. So you get to have clarity. You get to have clarity where you're going and what you're creating in your family, which brings everybody on the same page. It creates harmony. It creates peace. It creates cooperation. The second step in my transformational parenting framework is learn to be in committed action. So many times we respond from our past, which is that unconscious pattern that we keep repeating, or we respond from our circumstances or belief system. We respond from a feeling state. So if one is feeling angry and frustrated, most of the time we just show that. Or if you believe like, oh, this has happened so many times, he never puts his shoes away. And that's the energy that you might be bringing into the situation, causing more of the same to happen, causing more of the past to be brought to the present moment. And that's why nothing ever changes. So in my program, you will learn the concept of how to be a pro-parent, how to operate from the vision and how to commit to your vision instead of operating from limiting beliefs and scarcity and circumstances and really being in this place of not believing that something is possible. So in my program, we go through a step-by-step process of how to become a pro-parent, how to commit like nothing else. You're just all in. The third step in my transformational leadership framework is assuming responsibility. Because one of the biggest mistakes that many parents do is that they blame the child. And I get it. It always feels like they are the problem. And it always feels like the problem is outside of myself. If the kids are the problem, they are doing A, B, and C. That needs to be fixed. I know that because I've been a therapist for a long time. And most of the time, parents bring their kids because there's this issue, then there's a problem that needs to be fixed. So this creates a situation where you are actually feeding the problem now. The more we focus on the problem, the bigger the problem will become. So the problem actually is not the problem. The problem is how we see the problem. So part of my framework is how to step into responsibility, how to assume responsibility and come from a place of solutions and possibility and staying in your own sphere of influence, your own sphere of power, which is essentially just only ourselves. And in this step, you will learn to choose your responses so that you are not just triggered over and over again, so that you just don't get frustrated and angry with your child and then feel guilty later on, that you actually learn to choose a way of being. Choose something like, if your vision is, I want peace and harmony. Okay, how do I create that? Okay, I can choose to be understanding. I can choose to be peaceful. And that's a place that you come from. That's how that works. And it's super, super powerful. So that we don't focus on the problem. We're focusing on shifting how we see the problem and understanding why the problem is the problem and digging deep underneath that. And there is the solution. That's where we find the solutions. And solutions that are in your control, actually, because changing kids or changing anybody else, it's not in our control. And the last piece, the fourth step, is to develop exceptional relationships. So we know this from attachment research, right? That developing that secure attachment with your child is absolutely vital, absolutely essential for them to be able to grow up, to be happy, healthy, thriving adults, to have positive relationships. And the other thing is that when you develop these 10 out of 10 relationships with your children, and they learn to trust you, they learn to admire you, and they respect you, guess what? They are going to do what you ask of them. They are going to become naturally obedient. And it really is this beautiful connection that happens where everybody can feel loved and like we belong. We belong in this family, and now everybody's working together as a team. So those are the four main ingredients, the four main steps in my transformational parenting framework, because I do believe this in all of my heart, that leadership is the fastest and most effective way to go from surviving as a parent to thriving as a parent. And my transformational parenting framework is all about developing you into that leader. Okay? So I know that you're looking for something different just because you're watching this video and you are here. So I'm offering you that. I'm offering you a different perspective, a new perspective, because the solutions, they always lie outside the box. They lie outside of what we don't know. And that's what I'm here to show you. I'm here to show you the outside of the box. So here's what you can do today. You can book a 45-minute call with me that is absolutely free. We can have a transformational parenting talk. So we can get to know each other a little bit better. And we can figure out, okay, what are the challenges? We're going to get really clear on what are the challenges right now? What's your vision? Where do you want to see your family in the future? And why is it not here yet? Like, what's in the gap? Because all this is about how do we bridge this gap? How do we bridge this gap? What's the next thing, right? So I want to support you and help you get started with that. So that's number one to do, is book that call. There's a button on this email where you can do that and get on my calendar right away. Again, just because you applied for the program, it's not an obligation of any sort to sign up for it. We are just starting on a conversation here, and having this call is a great place to start. The second thing you can do right away today is to start creating your vision. That's that first pillar, that first step of my transformational parenting framework, is just getting clear on what do you want in life? What's important? What kind of family experience do you want to have? What kind of quality of relationships do you want to have with your family? So that that family vision can become like a North Star. So you don't have to be lost and confused, not knowing what to do or where to go. So just doing that step alone will already start giving you clarity. And once you keep following your vision, you align your actions with your vision, things are going to start moving. Because really, it doesn't have to be shattering changes here. Just a little incremental change can already make a huge impact. Just like a ship out on the sea is going to make a 1 degree course correction, and they're going to end up totally somewhere else. So by you starting that family vision, by watching my video, and also read and print out the PDF that has also written instructions on it, how to create that. So if you do those things, you are already transforming, you are already ahead, you are already taking action, and you are already doing something differently, and you are generating some real solutions. So thank you again so much for applying. I am looking forward to meeting you, to get to know you, and to start this conversation with you, and to do my very best to support you in your parenting. Bye now.